Hey everybody, it's me Cynthia. Welcome back to the kitchen. I'm going to be doing a chicken salad like my mom made chicken salad. Now you can add whatever you want to your chicken salad. If you don't like something I'm putting in it, create your own. Make it your own. I'm doing it the way my mom did it and the way I do it. I'm going to be using some rotisserie chicken. Sometimes I'll boil up some chicken breasts and chicken thighs. I like the chicken thighs in with chicken salad too. So I will do either or, but I had some rotisserie chicken and that's what I'm going to use today. So again, I'm Cynthia. Thank y'all for joining my YouTube channel. If you're here, welcome back. And if you found me, welcome to Cynthia's page. This is a page of cooking and just life itself and so many things. It's not just to do with cooking. It's going to be doing with life. It's going to be doing with devotions, and it's going to be doing with makeup, skincare, different things like that. So come on in, sit down, join me, and I'm going to make my mom's version of chicken salad, and this is the way I've always done it. So let's get into it and let's see what I can throw in this bowl. And sometimes I add extra stuff, sometimes I make it simple, but this is the way I'm doing it today, one version of the way my mom made chicken salad. So again, thank you for joining me again, and let's get into it. So I will reposition the camera for y'all, and welcome to Cynthia's channel. So hang tight with me. Here we go. So I'm going to angle y'all down just a little bit, and I have a little bit of prep done already. So I angle the camera down so that you can see it. I can't talk this morning, so you just have to get past. Sometimes it's just one of those days. So come on in, sit down, and let's get to it. I'm going to actually start with chopping up some onion, but I'm going to put it in my chopper and do it that way. And then I'm going to put the chicken into my chopper also. Now you can, like I said, you can do it any way you want to. I like to put purple onion, yellow onion, whatever you want to put in it. It's totally up to you. This is customizable for how you like it. If you don't like onions, leave the onions out. I did not have any celery today. I like celery in mine, but I'm going with the things I have on hand. So this is a purple onion, and I'm going to do up a whole purple onion because I'm going to save some of this onion for our taco bowls later. I roasted some more sweet potatoes the other day to put in the bottom of our taco bowls, and we just love that. So some people say, sweet potatoes in your taco bowl, but that's just the way we roll. So that's a whole purple onion. Like I said, I'm going to use some of this for this, and then I'm going to use some of it for something else later tonight for our taco bowls. So I just put it in my chopper. This just makes life easy. Tell me what y'all like in y'all's chicken salad. How do you make yours? Man, this onion is strong today. Ooh-wee. Ooh. But that's what I like about purple onion, is just some of the bite that it has to it every so often, you know? It's just one of those things. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to put this onion in this bowl just to the side for a minute. Ooh, those are strong. And I'm not going to rinse this out because all I'm going to do is chop my chicken up in here too. Now you can coarsely chop your chicken. You can shred your chicken. Ever how you want to do it. Ooh-wee, that one's a strong onion. Ooh, that'll get the waterworks going. So I just have a bag of rotisserie chicken, and I'm going to chop it up in this handy chopper. You can do it by hand. You can do it ever how you want to. Rip it apart. I've seen people put it in a bowl and take a mixer to it, put it in a food processor. I'm doing all this by hand today. And we're just going to chop up some stuff to go in this chicken salad. a little piece of the gristle there. I'm going to take that off of there. So yeah, my mom, she just cooked with her heart. She would think up things and just put it in a bowl and keep on going. I never seen my mom really measure out anything. It was very rare that she did. She would take a recipe and make it her own, and that's what I do. I call it being a mad scientist in the kitchen. That's all you gotta do. When it chops it up like this, I like it because it's like it fluffs it up and it just goes farther. Or further, farther, however you want to say it. I'm just a good old country girl and I talk Southern and that's just the way I roll. So I'm going to bring this bowl over here and just go ahead and pour it. But see, it just chopped it up fine. I like it because it fluffs it up and it takes all the ingredients very well. That's what I like about it. Move that around a little bit. I'm done with this. And here's a piece that didn't chop up that well, and I'll just shred it apart. Just do it like that. Make it your own. Here's another big piece. So, what do y'all like in y'all's chicken salad? Do you like onions? Do you like celery? Do you like apples? Do you like grapes? What all kind of things do you put in yours? Okay, so there we go. I'm going to set this to the side for a minute because I'm going to actually chop up some grapes to go in this. I like the sweetness of the grapes in it. And I had bought a few of these big container of grapes at Sam's Club. And Sam likes to, at Sam's Club, because Sam, and he likes to take these for his lunch. So as I dice, all I'm doing is just chopping these up. No rhyme or reason to it. And he likes to take grapes to work. And he just likes something simple. He'll take a lot of tuna salad, and I put grapes, mandarin oranges, stuff in his tuna salad. So today I'm going to put grapes, the onions, chopped up apple, and some little mandarin oranges I have over here, some dill relish, some Duke's Mayo. I'm going to put some salt and pepper in it, a little bit of turmeric. I put turmeric in just about everything I fix because turmeric is really good for the body in so many ways. And I have a few of these chopped up strawberries left over that I'm going to put in here too. I'm going to chop up this other little baggie of grapes. The grapes give it a good sweetness. That's what I like about it. So anyway, so what are y'all doing on this fine, beautiful day? Here in Charlotte yesterday, the rain came through, but we didn't get any of the bad storms that they were talking about. I know some areas around us got some thunderstorms really bad, but our North Carolina mountains is really needing the rain bad because of all the forest fires up on Table Rock and surrounding areas. Poor western North Carolina's just been hit hard after Hurricane Helene come through. And I'm just rough chopping these. You can do whatever how you want to, but this works well for me. And they're just all different sizes. Gives it some texture to it. But I like the sweetness of the grapes. Now I do like to put some walnuts or pecans in mine, but Sam has dentures, so I try to be as courtesy about that, and I'll just add them to my bowl afterwards. And there's a lot of different ways I fix things just because someone who has dentures has a harder time eating certain things than us who do not have dentures. So if you know somebody that has dentures, you understand that well. So I'm just putting these grapes over into this bowl for right now. And do up another one real quick. Then I'll decide if I want to put some more in it. add some grapes in there, mix it around a little bit and see if I want to add some more. I ain't got but just a few more here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Y'all see everything okay? Like I said, this is a makeshift kitchen. We completely gutted the kitchen here a couple of years back to put in new cabinets. But life comes at you fast when there's unexpected surgeries and expenses and everything that comes in. So I have industrial type shelves that I use in here. The only cabinets that's left is the one that's holding the sink and the dishwasher's under it. But you know, how many people own a dishwasher and don't use it? I do not use our dishwasher. I never have. I just wash everything up by hand because it's just the two of us. And I end up using most of the stuff again later that day or the next day, and I'm just not going to have it sitting. So anyway, these are some mandarin oranges that I had peeled up. And I'm just going to put these on my cutting board. And I'm going to chop these up too. These give it a nice sweetness and to it too. That's what I like. Mandarin oranges, these are those little tiny oranges. So I'm just going to rough chop them up. Like I said, if I had some celery on hand, but I don't, I'm using what I already have on hand. And you can go through your pantry and decide. And if you don't have all this to put in it, just some chopped up chicken and some mayonnaise and a couple of hard-boiled eggs or something like that makes it good too. But you do it the way you want to. And I leave these rough chopped because I like to be able to get all the flavors of all the things I'm putting in it. So you do it how you want to. If you don't want oranges in yours or you think that's strange, these little mandarin oranges, don't put it in yours. Chicken salad is customizable. You can do it how you want to do it. It doesn't have to be done a certain way. I mean, there's all kinds of recipes out there. And I'm just chopping till my heart's desire. Now, I can measure it out and put a cup of this, a half a cup of that. But I'm one of those that I really struggle to measure things out because I've cooked with my eyes for so long, how my mom did it, that I don't even think about it. I just know what kind of flavor. Because you can start out adding a little bit of something and you can always add to it. You can't take away, but you can add to it. Some more seasoning or so forth to any dish. So it's totally up to you how you want to do it. That piece I'm going to chop up just a little bit more. But anyway, I have a few strawberries left here in this bag that are already chopped up. I'm going to add these, just a little bit of strawberries I had left from a big old container of them. And I'm just going to dump those here into the bowl too. Let me move my cutting board over so y'all can see me dumping this stuff in there. So I just added that to it. So there's two little baggies, snack baggies of grapes in there. Two little snack baggies of those peeled up mandarin oranges. A little bit of strawberries I had left on hand. And I'm going to dice up an apple. I love apple in chicken salad. Like I said, my mom would fix it many different ways. But it's totally up to you how you want to do it. There's no rhyme or reason to anything. Just get in the kitchen and have fun. Be a mad scientist in the kitchen. Create your own dishes. Create your own taste, your own flavors. And it's amazing after you get in there and you just have fun with it. It's like, man, why didn't I think about this sooner? Or, man, I won't cook that again because those flavors just didn't go good together. And sometimes you just create something new. And you're like, wow, I never would have thought that went together. So I'm just going to dice these apples up just a little bit. Just rough chop. I have a second apple. I peeled these because I wash them really good. But again, sometimes Sam has, he said sometimes the peelings on stuff just gives him a problem with dentures. And you have to think about different ways that people might have to be able to eat, you know, and eat and enjoy it and not be restricted or not be able to really enjoy something. So I try to make things that are really easy for him too. So again, these are just rough chopped apple. I might peel up that other apple over there. Let me stir this up and see. I got one more apple over there. I only have one left and it does need to be used. And see, when I do that with that chicken, it just fluffs it up really good like that. So I'm going to just go with that one apple. So this is that whole onion that I chopped up. So I'm going to just take a big old handful of it. Sam loves onions. So that's 2 big full handfuls. So that's probably like a half a cup of onion that I just put in there. And then I'm going to mix that up and I'm going to add some stuff to it. Let me wash my hands off. But this table that I use for my videos, it was in my sewing room because I used to do a lot of sewing until I started losing my eyesight. So oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to burp on y'all. But Sam had put wheels on it and I had bought it years ago from Lowe's many years ago and was using it for my cutting table. And I said, bring that down to the kitchen. I can use that as counter space for right now and so forth. So I have a brand new thing of dill relish here. And I get this from Lidl's. I love Lidl's products. If you have never been to Lidl's, you are missing out. If you have a Lidl or Aldi's, I like Lidl a lot better than I do Aldi's. So I'm going to take and put a lot of this in it because Sam does like a lot of the dill relish. So it's probably going to be probably a half a cup of this in here. And then you can add more to taste. So I always put some dill in. Y'all will see me use dill in a lot of stuff. So I'm going to add it till my heart's content. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of turmeric in. Turmeric is really good for the soul, good for the body. And I'm going to put in some pepper, probably a teaspoon of pepper and a half a teaspoon of salt. Because the rotisserie chicken has already got some salt in it, so you got to think about that. Okay, so I'm going to take this bigger spoon and do this. And I'm going to take some mayonnaise, and I got my other jar sitting on the stove in case I need it. And this I will add a little bit at a time until I get the right consistency that I like. So that's probably a half a cup right there. Like I said, you can make this your own. You can dress it up however how you want to. And then I can add to it as I go along. And after I taste it and see if it needs some more salt, pepper, anything. And I'll decide if I want to put another apple in here. But that little baggie of chicken salad goes a long way. And all it was a rotisserie chicken. You can boil your own chicken up. You can take leftover baked chicken and dice it up for chicken salad. You can take rotisserie chicken. You can take chicken breasts and chicken thighs and boil them up in the pot, let them cool, and chop them up that way. I mean, it's totally up to you. And I'll let this sit in the refrigerator and just all the flavors marry together. And we'll have this for lunch tomorrow. I think I'm going to make some of it my lunch today. And you can have this on a sandwich. You can have this in a bowl with some crackers. You can eat it by itself. You can put it in a wrap. You can put it on anything. You can put it over a bed of lettuce. You could actually make you a spinach salad in a mixed lettuce and then put this on top of it. It's totally up to you. If I had a little bit of red wine vinegar left, I would put a little bit of it in it, but I'm out of red wine vinegar. And I told Sam, I said, I'd never, ever let my kitchen get without red wine vinegar. But that's just the way it is. And that was just enough mayonnaise. And sometimes I'll stir it up after it's sit in the refrigerator a little bit. And if it's soaked up the mayonnaise, then I'll add more to it if I need to. So it's totally up to you how you want to create your chicken salad. Make it your own. This is just how my mom did it. So I'm going to taste this and see if I need to add anything to it. Probably some more dill relish is probably what I'm going to need. Because I know Sam's taste, and he's going to say, that just needs a little bit more dill relish in there or something. So I might end up doing that. So let's do a little bit of a taste test here, and let's see what it tastes like, see what it needs. It's that simple. It's fast, easy, and simple. Okay. Get a little bit of everything in here. So I got some grape, apple, chicken, all the stuff. And in the pie hole it goes. Y'all, that's good enough right now. That is good. Between the apples, the grapes, the mandarin oranges, and that sweetness naturally from that, the little bit of strawberries I have left, the chicken, the onions, the relish, salt, pepper, everything. I'm not going to have to add anything to this. And usually I have to adjust it just a little bit. But that's so good it'll make your tongue beat your brain to death and slap your mama in the end. I'm just telling you. My mom, Faye Cobb, Momma Faye as everybody called her. She was everybody's mama. She adopted everybody. I had more brothers and sisters I could shake a stick at. And they say, do you ever get jealous because your mom gives people so much attention? I said, no. I said, everybody loves my mama and I love her too. Y'all love up on her too. This is good. This is better than the one I fixed a couple weeks ago. I'm just saying. Y'all make Momma Faye's chicken salad. And add to it whatever you want. Now, if I had some celery, I would put it in here. If I had some boiled up eggs. Mama didn't always put eggs in hers. It was very rare that she put it in chicken salad. But you could do that. You could put chopped up boiled eggs in here. You could put pecans, roasted pecans, walnuts, anything else with a little bit of crunch. But with Sam having dentures, I have to be mindful of certain things that I do put in. So it makes it easy for him. And he can eat all of this stuff without any issues. So anyway, whoo, y'all, I'm going in for another bite. I'm just saying, Momma Faye, my mama, she could do some cooking. And I can't cook like she did, but man, she did some cooking. And when you went to her house, oh my God. She would feed you. You didn't go away from her house hungry. And she would send you home with to-go plates. And if she knew people were coming over, because Daddy Bill didn't like casseroles. He didn't really like soups. He was more of the meat and potato kind of person. So when we would come up to visit, she was saying, I'm making some soup today because y'all will eat it with me. Or I'm going to make a casserole because y'all will eat it with me. You know Pop's not going to eat it, so she'd make him something different. But that's where I got it from. And I'd be in the kitchen with her, and she'd just be doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. It's all about creating. Be a mad scientist in the kitchen. Create your own things. Look in your pantry, because there's sometimes I'll take pinto beans and black beans and mix them together. Don't drain them. I'll just mix them together in my little crock pot. I like the flavors from both the juices in there. I add a little bit of onion to it. And sometimes I'll make chili beans with black beans and pintos together. Different things like that. And then sometimes Sam's come in and he's seen that I've took canned greens and some roasted tomatoes and put them in the pot together, like turnip greens or different things like that, collard greens, turnip greens, and I'll just open up a can of fried roasted tomatoes and put it in with it. And he said, I would have never thought that would have went together. And I'll have some cornbread with it, and we'll have a protein as a side, or sometimes we just have cornbread and veggies or whatever. And he says, this is my kind of eating. This is my kind of food. He said, you know, this is, I'd rather have this than all the fancy stuff. So cook from the heart, make it fun, enjoy it, be your own mad scientist, and put in the comments what you put in chicken salad or tuna salad or anything, and what's your favorite dish that you like to make. I love to make homemade lasagna. I haven't done that in a long time because it's just me and Sam. So me, when I cook, I end up cooking like 10 people are coming to eat when it comes to stuff like that. So now I'm getting to where I can cook for 2 people and eat on it a couple of days, because he's all about leftovers too. So make it your own. Have fun. Don't be intimidated by the kitchen, because not everything I fixed was good. It was edible, but it wasn't always perfect. But it's trial and error. And that's why I like to come and look on the shelves and see what I have. And then I say, well, this and this and this can go together. Or I'll just create something up out of my head. And I do a homemade voila on the stove with some gluten-free pasta, a little bit of meat or chicken. If I have some roasted up chicken or some rotisserie style chicken. And then I'll add some mixed veggies to it, or some corn or different things, and cheese and all the stuff, instead of paying those prices for voila that's full of all the chemicals and stuff. So I've really took the approach to fixing food that is as healthy and clean as possible, and I know what's going in it. For the simple fact of inflammation is not my friend. So for 2 years I have been doing more creating dishes and eating foods that aren't processed. And if it is processed, it's very little that I will have in the house, just because of the inflammation factor that it can cause for me. And with 2 autoimmune diseases, and inflammation doesn't go well with them, it's a game changer. So for 2 years I have been eating as processed free as possible, and it's helped me. And I don't keep sugar on the shelf. I use honey or maple syrup as sweeteners, but I took out the sugars and the processed foods, and it has tremendously helped me. In over a 2-year period, I've slowly dropped 85 pounds because I was so inflamed all over my body. But it's all about how you change your way of eating. And taking out processed foods for me was huge. And I'm not starving. I'm just fixing fresh veggies. I'm paying attention to labels, and I just cook my meals, and I make my own homemade seasonings. So that helps too. So I'm not getting a lot of processed stuff there, but it's all trial and error. And I will know if something has a little bit too much to cause inflammation in my body, because I'll feel it in my hands, in my joints in my hands, and my knees, my ankles, and my knees, my ankles, and my hands and my elbows. I'll know if something I've touched somewhere or ate somewhere had something processed in it, because it will cause those issues. And it just takes a day or so for it to work through my system. So it's all about a health journey and eating and living as healthy as possible. So again, thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, hit all the things. And I know sometimes my shirts are backwards, and this one says, I just say what everyone else is thinking, is what this shirt is. I just say what everyone else is thinking. So, welcome, and until the next video, y'all go and make you some chicken salad and enjoy it, and y'all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to y'all again soon. This is Momma Faye's chicken salad, and you can do it ever how you want to. Put in the comments how you make chicken salad. I love y'all. Remember to live moment to moment, because that's all we're promised, and make those moments count. Life is way too short nowadays. I love y'all. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.